One of the very few things I have to say about Zootopia: best references in a Disney movie ever. Okay, so Zootopia. Rocky and Adrian would love this place. So Zootopia follows the story of a small town bunny named Judy Hopps, who all her life dreamed of making it to the big city of Zootopia to be a police officer, but it was her peers that tried to bring her down. However, she eventually does accomplish her dream, moves to the heart of Zootopia to only find out it's not exactly what she made it out to be. But she later gets wrapped up in this detective case in which she is given a total of 48 hours to solve it, or she gets completely eliminated from the police force. Now with a newly gained ally and built up confidence, Judy Hopps must solve this case to prove her worth as she tries to figure out that there's something strange going on in Zootopia. Now we all know Disney Animation Studios. They have brought us at least one film that we couldn't stop watching when we were kids. And there is too many to count, and the animations they have made in the past prove to us why they're this huge empire and possibly planning to take over the entire world. In which they already did. I mean, it's too late for that. But this is the same team that brought us Tangled, Wreck-It Ralph, Frozen, Big Hero 6, all of which are really solid animations. And now they brought us Zootopia, and once again, as expected, Disney brought us another solid animation that is great for the entire family. Each of the 4 films that I have mentioned before, Disney was able to create open and beautiful and imaginative worlds that was such a treat to the eyes, and it made you feel like you were a part of these universes. You know, like Frozen brought us Arendelle and Big Hero 6 brought us San Francisco, and which on a visual standpoint on those films, it's really a huge visual treat. But for Zootopia's wide open world of this huge city, this was a new level of imagination since you had all these animals together. Each section of the city was meant for a certain animal. You know, like the hamsters and the small rodents had their smallish parts of the city, the jaguars had their jungle region, the camels had their desert region, and this movie wasn't afraid to explore each part, and it made me say Disney did not hold back on that. Zootopia was such a large, beautiful city with vibrant colors, diversity in the animals, and creative settings that made my jaw drop, as this was a world I cannot wait to return to once I see it again. Disney always makes these crazy and unique worlds, but based off of creativity, Zootopia is easily one of my favorites they have created thus far. The voice acting was good all across the board as well. You got Jennifer Goodwin, Idris Elba, J.K. Simmons, Octavia Spencer, Alan Tudyk, and many more. This is a huge cast. It wasn't anything special or worth talking about, but for what they had to provide to the character, they did a functional job, and it made you have zero complaints. However, one voice that really stood out to me was Jason Bateman voicing Nick Wilde. He probably brought one of the most realistic and authentic feeling to a Disney character I have ever seen. Because sometimes most voice actors would just say their lines in a really happy, upbeat Disney tone that can sometimes get in the way of making a character feel real. And I call this term Disneyized. And yeah, I know it's not really creative, but Jason Bateman brought a really easygoing feeling to this character where he felt like he put his real personality in the voice of Nick Wilde, and I'm serious when I say he's one of the best voice acted characters I have ever heard. Because Disney Animations always has that one voice actor that stands out in their films, and Jason Bateman was that guy. And it's also extremely refreshing how Disney brings in the whole crime mystery genre in Zootopia, because it's something they have never really done before. A lot of the times it's just adventure movie after adventure movie and nothing else, and although Zootopia does have those qualities in there, deep down, it's a mystery movie. The characters would have to backtrack what they did that will lead into the now, as they created this crime adventure movie that's totally suitable for kids and very entertaining for the adults. Yeah, sure, the adults would find some parts in there that will be totally predictable, but the kids would have such a great time in there because of that mystery element. As far as the adult parts go, there were some heavy themes involving discrimination and racism that made me say Disney has a backbone, and they're not afraid to show these things. I'm not gonna spoil the movie or anything, but since the movie does revolve around a city with different kinds of animals, I'm pretty sure you can figure out where this goes from there. And these particular themes hit me really hard because you still see that nowadays, and it was really cool how Disney applied that to real life. I don't know, just seemed a bit more real to me in a movie about animals who are supposed to be humans. And the references, kids, your mom and dad will understand all of them. Because in the end, Zootopia is another gorgeous looking animation from Disney, and they show us why they are still the juggernaut in the animation category. The story was really good, the voice acting was good, Jason Bateman was the standout in the movie, had things for both the kids and the adults, and for the adults, you'll see how Disney isn't afraid to bring across some certain messages. And it's definitely another solid attempt to bring us another family movie, because I say if you want to see Zootopia, it is definitely worth the full admission. Now I want to strip naked and join these animals, but most likely they will eat me. Anyway guys, I want to know what your thoughts are about Zootopia, and what is your favorite animation from Disney? Whatever it is, leave it down below. And as always, you can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and all that social media shit down below. Keep in contact with me, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and as always, may the Force be with you.